Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Bomber video, Bomber reaction. And I believe this was our last home game. Checking schedule now because I didn't prepare. Yep, our last home game of the season against the Edmonton Elks. Bombers win 45-25 over the Elks. And yeah, this is pretty much what I was expecting from this game, what I was hoping from this game. You know, just making sure not getting any guys injured. It was nice to see that so Saskatchewan would lose to Toronto. However, they were leading in that game. And with that, the Saskatchewan Roughriders have been eliminated from playoff contention as the Calgary Stampeders now clinch that third spot in the West. And the funny thing is that the playoff bracket is the exact same from last year, with both Winnipeg and Toronto winning their respective divisions, and then Montreal and BC coming second in their respective divisions, and Calgary and Hamilton coming in third in their respective divisions. So, you know, same bracket as last year, just hopefully a different outcome. Now, this game, it was one of those things where I'm glad that we put Drew Brown in at the end. I would have put Drew Brown in a little bit early. However, congratulations to Nick Dembski and Brady Oliver. Brady Oliver hit this weeks ago, but Nick Dembski hitting 1,000 yards. So now you got you have a 1,000-yard receiver and a 1,000-yard running back on the same team. Both getting that. So excellent stuff in that regard. And especially since, funny enough, I think this is like the first, I'm going to read exactly the Bombers post because they had a post that perfectly described it. Nick Dembski and Brady Oliver have become the first two Canadians on the same team in CFL history to reach the 1,000-yard mark in receiving and rushing yards, respectively, in the same season. First in CFL history in that regard, so congratulations to them. And if we want to get even more specific, they're both from Winnipeg. And if we want to get more specific, they're both from Oak Park High School, Winnipeg, which I'm not from Oak Park High School. I did not go to that high school. However, I remember playing against Oak Park, and both of them are from there, and they both got it. So good on them. Good on him. Seriously, Oliver has been phenomenal this entire season. Dembski has been having a great year. Definitely be leading the charge in that receiving core. You know, still an elite receiver, despite the fact that, you know, you signed Bailey. We were worried that he was going to go. Lawler coming in was really exciting. Schoen has just been outstanding. Schoen was not in for tonight. I know he had like some sort of minor nagging injury, and so it was one of those things. No sense risking him. O'Leary Orange would play a bit this game, and he did well. And even near the end of the game, Johnny Augustine would get some reps as Oliveira went out. But first quarter, we'd have a good start. Elks would then go offside, but then Oliveira would follow it up, would get a touchdown for the Bombers. Convert is good, 7-0 Winnipeg. The Elks would go onto offense, but immediately fumbles the ball. Big Hill picks it up, brings it back for another touchdown. Convert is good, is 14-0 Winnipeg. Just like that. And then Elks go back onto offense and then lost them with a nice sack on Trey Ford to really get this Bombers defense going, in addition to, you know, obviously already recovering a fumble for a touchdown earlier. Edmonton would push down the field. There'd be a huge stop on the one by Adam Bighill where Taylor Cornelius doing short yardage here for the Elks tries to go over top. And this is where Adam Bighill jumping over the top actually served him well, because this is the move that Cornelius goes to jump over the pile as everyone jumps in, and Adam Bighill hits him shoulder right on shoulder and knocks him out right at the 1-yard line. However, Elks would continue, and they get the touchdown on the very next play. But still, gotta recognize Adam Bighill for that excellent effort that he put in. Convert is good, 14-7 Winnipeg. Elks would push it down the field. They'd take an offensive PI penalty, moving down. And then Dean Faithful interview with him on CFL Central. Great dude. Awesome Brit. Check that out. CFL Central. That was a fun interview. Seriously. I loved every second of it. Such a nice guy. Dean Faithful, though, would hit a 44-yard field goal, making this 14-10 Winnipeg. We go into the second quarter, And it wouldn't be the most eventful second quarter. It'd go back and forth a bit to start. Jamarcus Hardrick, or Yoshi Hardrick, as we all should call him, takes an objectionable conduct penalty. I didn't see this exactly what it was, so I have no kind of opinion on it. I don't know if it was great. Don't know if it wasn't great. There's no replay on that, so it is what it is. We'd push it down a bit, and Casilla would hit a field goal, making this 17-10 for Winnipeg. And literally, it would go very, very back and forth, drive it down a little bit, punt, drive it down a little bit, punt, not a lot going on. But then eventually, we'd push it down the field, and we'd get ourselves a touchdown. Convert is good. 24-10 Bombers going into half. So overall, got a 14-2 touchdown lead. Not much you can complain about. So we keep it rolling. Go into the third quarter. We'd have a bit of a slow start. It would go back and forth quite a bit, and the Elks would be the first to strike in the third quarter, getting themselves a touchdown. The convert is good for them, 24-17 Winnipeg. A while would go by. We'd give up a rouge, so give up a single for the Elks there, making it 24-18 Winnipeg. However, that's okay because we would push it down, and Rasheed Bailey would get his first touchdown of the game. Convert is good following up. Sergio Castillo, excellent game, just was complete money. Also at halftime, I very much should have mentioned this. Justin Medlock. Obviously, we honored Justin Medlock. He is the Bombers inductee into the Canadian Football Hall of Fame. Very, very much well-deserved. And I expect to see him on the Bombers Ring of Honor next season. He's just excellent. But Bailey gets a touchdown. Back to the game. Convert is good. 31-18 for the Bombers. And you know what time it is. It's Drew Brown time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Drew Brown to come into the game and do what he does best, which is play good football, but not when he starts the game, when he comes in. But that's great because that's exactly what we need of Drew Brown. Obviously, heaven forbid something happened to Caleros and Drew Brown has to play a game after that. However, it's one of those things where Drew Brown has been absolute money when we've put him in when he hasn't been starting the game. He seems to just play better under pressure. And, when he has time to prepare and he has time mentally to think about everything he has to do, that has done nothing but hurt him. Now, I will say I'm excited to tell you about this fourth quarter. But before we get into that, check out this video's sponsor. Do you find yourself not having razors with skin-safe technology?
Carter!
Yeah?
Do you have a razor?
Yeah, here's this no-name one.
Oh, okay.
That's where Manscaped can save the day. With Manscaped's exceptional selection of products, you can find every tool for the job, like the Lawnmower 4.0.
I don't know, it looks like the same lawnmower.
No, not that one.
Carter, do you have another razor?
Yeah, here you go. Get the Lawnmower 4.0 with its impressive skin-safe technology, as well as the Beard Hedger, the Weed Whacker 2.0 for ear and nose hair trimming, and so much more from Manscaped. I must say, after receiving this product from Manscaped, I've been quite impressed with it, especially this Beard Hedger here. Me personally, this is my personal favorite, the best razor I have used, and I just love the way that you can adjust the height really easily. But they have some excellent products. So what are you waiting for? Make sure to check out the description below, click on the link, and use promo code NHP on Manscaped for 20% off your order. Now, without further ado, back to the video. For all those wondering why I was so late into the video, also known as I forgot, but it's okay. Check it out though, seriously, there's some great stuff there from Manscaped and would really be supporting the channel, so check it out. Fourth quarter though, McCray would start it off with a touchdown. Bombers. Convert is good. 38-18 Winnipeg. McCray, glad to see him in the lineup, not just on the practice squad. We'd have some good returns from Janarian Grant. That is important to mention. Have some great ones going this season. Now, the thing is, though, is that the Edmonton Elks would also have a great turn as they would get a kickoff return touchdown for the Elks. Convert is good. 38-25 Winnipeg. Now, before I get into that, I hate that was against us because first off, I hate the idea of giving up kickoff return touchdown. I hate giving those up, especially because this is the first kickoff return touchdown for the Edmonton Elks since 2015. It has been 8 years, almost a decade since the last one, and it sucks that it was against yours truly. It is what it is, though. We still would win this game handily. Johnny Augustine would go in. Bombers would push it down the field. There would be a defensive pass interference against the Edmonton Elks, and Rasheed Bailey would get his second touchdown of the game. Now, Edmonton would challenge this play for offensive pass interference. I actually wondered if it was defensive pass interference on this play, and that he had made the catch despite that. That's what it looked like from the seat I was at. However, they were challenged it for offensive pass interference, so no idea if that's what it was. However, man set of rules that the challenge would fail. Touchdown is good. Convert is good as well. 45-25 Winnipeg. Elks can't get anything going on offense, and then Adam Bighill would just have a beautiful sack. Crowd is going wild. Sold out crowd. I believe it was 32,343 true blue Bomber fans, as they would say, in attendance tonight. So good showing. Good to see the attendance doing well in Winnipeg for the Bombers. Come on, Jets. Figure it out, boys. Yeah, you can't be sub 13K. Can't be sub 13K. It's okay. They'll figure it out. Everyone's freaking out, I think, way too much. In terms of capacity percentage, we are not the lowest in the league. Even Buffalo is lower than us. Sabres are lower than us, and they have an exciting team. We have a maybe exciting team. We'll see. However, I think everyone needs to calm down a little bit. It's being over. The media is losing their mind too much about it, which is not the first time they've done it. Also known as Scheifele makes a good hit that is maybe a charging penalty, and he gets suspended 4 games, which is just ridiculous. But we're not getting into that. We're talking football. Elks would go down the field again. Like I was saying, Bighill would get that sack, as I mentioned. Elks would go for it on third down. There's about 5 minutes left, and it's one of those things where at this point the Elks are just playing for pride. Like I've said in CFL Central videos, make sure you guys check those out. That the Elks they're eliminated from playoff contention. So everything that the Elks are trying to do is trying to play as strong as good as they can for the end part of the season and really prepare for their season next year, put on a strong performance, have it seem like, management is really not giving up on this team, because when you're going to try to bring guys in free agency, being able to show that this is a organization that's committed to its players and that it's looking to bring in as much talent as possible to make some magic happen, that's going to be really important come free agency for the Edmonton Elks. There would be an illegal block to the face for us. I can't remember exactly who it was. But it is what it is. We get a penalty, but would continue out. Edmonton would have the last possession in this game. They'd go for it, and they just can't get it down the field. And the time would expire. Final score, 45-25 for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. And again, good end to the season. And I gotta say, it was absolutely hilarious how in the fourth quarter. So I obviously knew of Saskatchewan losing, because I keep track of this sort of stuff. Losing to the Toronto Argonauts and that they were out of playoff contention. But the fact that the Bombers at the stadium, IG Field, made a note of, hey, by the way, fans, Saskatchewan is being eliminated from playoff contention. I thought that was so funny. I think this is now the Stampeders' 18th year in the postseason, so keeping that Detroit Red Wings streak alive, but it is what it is. And overall, I'm glad we got the West Final. We got one more game next week against Calgary. This is a nothing game. I'm okay if we play Drew Brown or fuck Dakota Prukop. I don't give a shit who we play in this game. I do. I don't want Collaros to touch the field. If he does, 1 quarter tops. Don't want him playing any more than that. It's not worth it. It's in Calgary. It's not in front of a home crowd. There's nothing to gain. There is nothing to gain. I actually think it's better if we play our backups, give them some reps, get them ready, ensure no injuries on our starters, and also don't kind of show all your cards in the sense of don't give them a Brady Oliveira. Don't let them get used to Brady Oliveira. Don't let them try to figure him out. I would rather we play as few of our starters as possible. So that way, if Calgary beats BC again, because they did, and they end up in the West Final, I want them to not know. I want them to not know the cards we have. I want them to not have only gotten that one game far near the start of the season of just that little taste of Brady Oliveira back then. I don't want them to get any of it now. Don't give them that. There's no point. If we lose this game by 50 points, I couldn't give a rat's ass. I could not care. It's all that matters is keeping everyone healthy and going and getting that Grey Cup and bringing it back where it belongs and keeping the dynasty alive, because we are the dynasty. It is time to return the Grey Cup back to Winnipeg. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys like, share, and comment. If you have comment down below what you guys thought of this game, what you guys thought of this video, if you guys have gotten yourself some Manscaped products and it's going great. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.